Hi Vivek, how are you?
I'm always awesome.
Is there okay? I
So,
thought this is part of your book life,
so
is
now
it?
see,
Author
I've written a
life?
book on happiness. So even the days I'm not awesome, I have to now fake awesomeness. Happiness book author can never be not awesome.
Not awesome. Okay, no, I completely agree. You've always been awesome. Thank you for being awesomely associated with us for I think now a while because if you remember this particular book, do you remember this book
Of
that we
course, yeah. It's like Asia Summit. Like this is the line which I think inspired a lot of digital marketing guys, and then some of the other Ankur Warikoo stole it from you.
I told you, no, we'll steal it back from him. So, anyways, welcome to Keyword. It's a knowledge series that we are now launching, and hopefully, this will be largely Asia Pacific. And we will talk about a lot of things. And the context today is more about AI and marketing. And I know that you went from agency life to a complete product life, and we are trying to also see where all you can go with that. So, tell me a good, quick snapshot of your life today.
Okay, so as you're aware, I'm a one trick pony. I've been in digital marketing all my life for 25, 27 years now. So I sold my company to Dentsu, then basically worked with them for 8 years, building almost a 1,200 people team of digital marketing in India. 2020, the book actually resulted in a company. So I wrote a line in the book that happiness comes in the growth phase. It does not come in the phase of stagnation. Next morning, I quit Dentsu to start Consumr.ai with three co-founders. So
Okay.
we ever started, we raised about $3 to $5 million and built a consumer intelligence SaaS platform for large enterprises.
Mm-hmm.
Focused the last 2 years mainly in US. So now we work with Fortune 100 companies there like Dell, New York Life, Vanguard kind of clients. Now that we're profitable, now we're expanding all over the world. So Australia, Middle East, Japan, India. Now excited to take it to the rest of the world.
So interestingly, you've jumped from a very serious agency life to a completely product life, and that also in the space of AI, where the biggest underlying fear everybody has is the number of jobs people will lose.
Yeah.
But what has been your experience in terms of people losing jobs because of AI?
So I'll give you a sort of a pessimistic view and I'll give you an optimistic view.
Yeah,
So I think the pessimistic view is that if you take Dentsu, we have 60,000 people.
right.
A lot of those tasks currently are being done, which is sort of automation led, right? So AI is going to replace those jobs. That's almost two-thirds of the jobs. So I would say out of 60,000 people, 40,000 people are doing traffic optimization, anything which can be replaced with AI very quickly, right? But the look at the other optimistic view is that today, if you take Tom and Jerry cartoons were made 50 years ago, you required like 500 people to make it. Today, two people with a computer can probably make it, or maybe one person can make it.
Right.
But you don't make Tom and Jerry anymore. You make
Right.
Shrek. Shrek still
Right.
requires 500 people.
Right.
So what's going to happen is that earlier you had five audiences, you do five creatives, you do five plans. Now you will have 50,000 audiences and 50,000 creatives and 50,000 plans. So fact of the matter is, if we continue doing what we were doing earlier, it'll be a bloodbath on jobs. But if we figure out that now we need to do more with lesser number of people, then I think you actually may add jobs like how Shrek has created more jobs than what Tom and Jerry did.
Right. So there's some innovation as to and moving away from what we do regularly is to go. So because our series is called Keyword, uh, and I want to know three keywords from you, which define AI in marketing.
Okay. So I think first would be uh, overestimate.
Okay.
Second would be underestimate,
Okay.
and third would be reset. So
Okay.
Amara's law, they call it, right? People underestimate the impact of technology over the long run, but they
Mm-hmm.
overestimate it in the impact of the technology in the shorter run. So AI, shorter run, they overestimate it, but the longer run, they're underestimating it.
Right.
So there are few things that have reset the world, internet, mobile phones, etc. I think AI is resetting the entire world. So Ben Evans has said that
Mm-hmm.
very few times in your lifetime something resets the entire world. AI is doing that. So I think we are underestimating the impact of AI in the long run, and I think it's going to change everything as we know it.
So interestingly, you brought in all the other, the things that we faced in the incoming of internet, the incoming mobile, the kind of things we faced with COVID, etc. When you talk about the reset that AI will bring, are there certain scenarios that play in your mind on these resets?
Yeah, so I think what's going to happen is that till now, right, technology is all about automation.
Mm-hmm.
So it replaced sort of non-cognitive tasks.
Right.
The first thing AI is doing is sort of replacing cognitive tasks.
Right.
uh, as exponential technologies like quantum computing comes into play, as exponential technology allow energy cost to go close to zero. What's going to happen? The combination of this is going to sort of, in a way, allow machines to do everything that humans do.
Right.
So that resetting the world is that we'll have to almost reimagine what are the things that we are going to do and what we can do best. And I think the whole world is going to become almost like a co-pilot. So everything that we do will be a combination of, the best chess players in the world are called centaurs, which is a
Right.
team of humans and chess players coming together, or AI coming together, not individually humans or individually AI.
Right.
So everything that we do will be a combination of us working along with AI, and that's what I see the new world to be.
Right. So we'll jump into one of the things that a lot of digital marketers talk about today, and take a little micro view. Is what is the shift that they are seeing in their measurements when they are now bringing in different tools like Consumr.ai into marketing? Where have you seen them shifting measurement of these activities?
Yeah. So I think if you look at it, I go back in time where you could actually buy a keyword on Yahoo, or go to where you would buy the keyword for the month. It
Right.
was not based on number of clicks or number of
That
searches.
just gave
right?
away how old we are,
Yes,
Vivek.
probably.
We should be very careful with it. It's just giving away
No,
where we are.
I was only 3 years old then.
Okay. Okay.
So then you remember there were banners where we would buy the banners for a month,
Yes.
right?
Oh my
so all
God.
these things changed to
Right.
clicks, and then impressions, then performance, then qualified performance. I mean, the person has to buy it, then it becomes a lead, etc. So I used to
Right.
joke around with people that people in the offline world used to pay for engagement. यहाँ पे जो है, they don't pay for engagement, they pay for marriage, and they pay for a kid, and the kid has to be a male child. Then only you get paid in digital.
And you're okay with me letting that go. I was just
Yeah,
kidding
it's
about
okay.
jokes on age, and we just went somewhere else with it. Okay.
So,
Okay.
so the thing is, the way I look at it is, today, I think AI is allowing measurement at a different level. So first measurement is going to happen is AI is going to allow us to capture real, like sort of customer predictive lifetime value on real time basis. So you acquire a customer within seconds, you know what is the value of that customer, so you can
Right.
acquire more such people. Consumr.ai itself, what it does is it takes you high value customers and helps you find more such people.
Right.
So based on customer lifetime value, you can actually acquire more customers.
Right.
And this has so many extensions, right? So let's say I was talking to a brand yesterday who have 20 different brands, global brands.
Mhm.
So now you can actually take a customer lifetime value across brands. So you acquire a customer and then take a customer that you can cross-sell and upsell more effectively than other customers that you have. So you're willing to pay a higher price where different brands of the same large company like a Unilever or P&G or Pepsi can use their budgets across brands for that
Right.
customer who's going to buy, cross-sell and upsell from all the other brands. So I think the ability to hyper-personalize and target plans to these people who have high lifetime value, or the ability to take customers at the top of the funnel who are not going to give you delinquencies, so they are
Right.
having better repayment abilities, etc. So the ability to understand customers real time, based on that, do hyper personalized creatives, do hyper personalized media plans, I do hyper personalized ability to cross sell and upsell to them. All this AI is enabling, because otherwise by the time the data would come in, you could not take the action because the event was already over.
So Vivek, in all these implementations that have happened with both Consumr.ai as well as in your past life, where have you found like a really aha moment?
Okay, so let me describe an aha moment that happened with Crocs footwear. So I used to think that people who wear Crocs are lazy people. It
Okay.
turned out to be that they're very active people who are into physical fitness, into sports, etc. So Consumr.ai allows us to create something called a creative construct, which is an umbrella creative.
Right.
So when it was given this customer data, it created this construct which said Crocs for your after sport relaxation, companion for your sports shoe, accessories for your sports bag.
Nice.
I play table tennis, as you're aware of. I ended up putting a pair of Crocs in my bag because once I'm done playing sport, I want to wear something which is comfortable.
Right.
That give them an insight that this can be a recovery product. Once you're
Right.
done with work, time for Crocs. Once you're done with the week, time for
Right.
Crocs. You're going on a holiday, time for Crocs. So suddenly, this is a product for active people.
Right.
And every person in the room, when they heard this, they were just silent, because it was an insight that would actually come from a human creative person who would create this umbrella insight on which the campaign would be created, right?
Right.
But this Crocs for your after sport relaxation or recovery product, that insight came from AI. And when I actually heard that, I got goosebumps I said, okay, this is what is going to replace human insight, because this is something which is truly deep insight rather than a tactical thing that AI has suggested till now.
Right. So you feel that they are able, the AI data consolidation is probably what is getting us into these deeper insights, or is there something else that gets there?
See, actually, if you take, right, insight has always been driven through some kind of data. So let's say if you
Correct.
play chess, right?
Right.
I used to play chess for Sydenham. So at some level, you're thinking of positioning, you're thinking of tacticals, you're thinking of strategy. But at some level, it's based on the games I've played,
Right.
what is a good position, etc. So what happens is even human insight actually comes from data. Now, the ability to
Correct.
ingest
And
a
process.
million times more data, process it, I think it creates a superior ability to create better actionable insight than what humans can.
So while we talk a lot of positive about the actionable insights, what has been an ouch moment with the same kind of scenario?
Right. Luckily, we haven't had it in Consumr.ai, but I'll tell you one incident that I read, which basically uh, was an ouch moment. So
Right.
there was a casino in US who was targeting people for them to come to Vegas for a holiday,
Mm-hmm.
and the AI found that people who are manically depressed could be
Ah.
targeted for conversions, and they would come
Oh dear
and
God.
lose whatever remaining money they had, and will lead to disastrous consequences for those individuals, right?
Right.
Now, if I was a human planner, I think that campaign would have been morally wrong and I would have probably not done it.
Right.
But because AI's objective was to increase ROI, I don't think there was any qualms for AI to do that campaign. So I think that was an ouch moment for me, that when you define, there is this paperclip theory, right? The AI is given this job of creating paperclips.
Right.
At the cost of destroying the universe, it
Was
creates more
more paper
paperclips. So
clips. Right.
the ability to give AI an objective, but how do you make sure that the objective is not achieved with illogical things to be done, is going to be a challenge. And I think that was an ouch moment for me.
I think we'll have to be very cognizant of the AI and ethics piece coming in, and I'm sure we'll talk a lot more about it. So we'll do some crystal grazing, like we all do it, right? And every 2 years we also change our keywords, and that's the reason we are also branding it as keyword right now.
Yeah.
So if you do crystal grazing, what would you be like? Say, अच्छा ये 2 साल में we'll be here, या हम ऐसा कर रहे होंगे.
Yeah. I think first thing is that I think everything that we do will become sort of co-pilot based.
Right.
Right. At some level, there will be constant AI, whether it's through devices, external devices, or embedded devices, or AR glasses, but you'll constantly be sort of taking decisions along with the AI
Right.
rather than not involving AI in decision making. So it's
Right.
almost every single person will have a co-pilot, individualized, personalized, which has learned from your thinking and is able to work with you and taking decisions. Second thing, I think everything is going to become very personalized. It'll be
Right.
hyper local, be hyper personalized. The language that you speak with me, the words that you used, in a way would be almost that every single communication of every single company will be personalized to the person they're targeting. Because at the
Okay.
end of the day, you want that the word teacher may mean positive for you and negative for me. But if that kind of personalization is possible, I should not be using teacher as a positive word for me because I've had a bad experience with my teacher when I was a child.
Right.
So the ability to personalize everything is going to be very critical. Third thing is, I think the most important thing is real time. So currently, if you take market research, it takes 6 months to do. You take decisions of creative to be done, it takes months to do.
Right.
So what's going to happen is that you will almost ascertain the predictive lifetime value of a customer. You'll almost know that this is the kind of communication that's working with that person. So in the entire IDA cycle, real time, based on the awareness, your interest communication will change. Based on that, your desired communication will change, action will change. So everything will be real time. The ability to deliver hyper personalized messages, real time changed based on the person you're interacting with, that ability I think AI will enable.
You know what? The visual I got while hearing you was that I'm walking and there's a cloud around me, which is personalized, which is absolutely real time. It's just me, and I'm using some bits, some tool I'm using in this so-called metaverse of my own head, which is then making me interact with the rest of the world. So I was kind of getting this
Yeah.
whole very
So-
spaceshipy but on planet Earth kind of a visual. And I think we should get somebody to kind of maybe one of the AI tools to kind of put it together for us as well. So great. Thank you so much, Vivek. We will be we'll continue to pick your brain on and off on more as we talk about marketing and as keywords podcasts grow as well. And any last thoughts? Anything that
No, pleasure being here. Thanks for having me. It was a wonderful experience talking about the future of AI. And I think while I was talking to you also, I also imagined that what we need to do as Consumr.ai to make sure that we remain relevant in this future.
Right. Lovely.